What's good, y'all? Franalations here, and today is Wednesday, July 31st, 2024, and it is the final New Comic Book Wednesday of the month. Let's get into it. Decent sized stack here. But before we do, actually in the last video, I did do a giveaway. At the end of the video, I didn't mention it at the beginning, so definitely this time stick to the end to figure out how to enter and everything like that. No one had entered, so I'm pushing that giveaway over to this video, and I'm starting the video by letting you guys know that this book from last week I'm going to be giving away at the end, so stay tuned to the end to get all the details for that. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. This is the conclusion to Blood Hunt. This is issue 5, and as usual I did get the red band cover, which I do plan on keeping sealed. Usually people online will show you what the 1 or 2 different pages are, so that's how I view it usually, but I like keeping it sealed for the collection. And then I got the regular cover A to go ahead and read and everything like that. So really excited for that. Also, I do want to mention, on a previous video, I had talked about how I got Phoenix issue 1, and it wasn't necessarily one of the books I was most looking forward to from X-Men. I actually really enjoyed it. It took me a while to get to it because when I entered the code, it didn't work. And then I got resent a new code, but I checked it out a couple days ago. I actually really liked it, so I think I will be picking up Phoenix issue 2. And so yeah, just wanted to go ahead and shout that out as well. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man issue 54. This is the conclusion with that whole Green Goblin Spider-Man arc and everything like that. And then after that, I think we're going to be getting into one of the final storylines before that new one that was teased, like the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man or something like that. So let's see how this one concludes. Next up, Ultimate Spider-Man. This is issue 7. I actually couldn't believe it was already issue 7. But yeah, excited for this one. I think this is like the start of a new arc for this one, so I'm going to check this one out as well. Next up, X-Force issue 1. I actually did not have this one on my pull list, and then shout out to BJ Kicks, his YouTube channel, Comics Are Dope. He actually had the writer for this book on yesterday and interviewed him, and definitely got me excited for the issue. So I figured I'd check out issue 1. This is the Scotty Young variant for it, rather than the cover A. So next up, I think this is the only DC book I got this week. This is the Absolute Power tie-in, 3 of 7. This is Task Force number 7. Been loving all of the Absolute Power stuff, so this one was a no-brainer that I was going to pick this one up. And yeah, excited to see this storyline continue. Next up, Helverine. Speaking of books that I recently read, I finally got to finish Blood Hunt Wolverine. That was issue number 4. I had the same issue where I had typed in the code and it didn't work. They resent me a new one. And man, still got to say, that's been my favorite out of all of the Blood Hunt storylines. It's just so much fun seeing Wolverine go through all of the hordes of vampires that he went through and all the different scenarios to get to the end story and how they finished it out. I think that's been my favorite Blood Hunt storyline so far. But anyways, this is Helverine issue 3, and excited for this one as well. Midnight Suns 3 of 3. This is a Blood Hunt tie-in. And so yeah, actually just watched Blade, the first Blade again, and so that's got me even more hyped to check this out and everything like that. We just had San Diego Comic-Con, and they unveiled that Blade was in Deadpool versus Wolverine, and so that was super dope. Checking that out in the theaters on opening day and everything like that. So excited to see the conclusion of this Midnight Suns issue 3. Next up, this is actually a book that I have not been reading, but since I saw it on the upcoming books like weeks ago, I added it to the pull list right away. This cover is just too sick. I'm going to check out the book too, especially it's fitting now that I just saw, like I said, all the previews from San Diego Comic-Con, and they have the Fantastic Four movie coming out next year. This is the cover A for Fantastic Four issue 22, and this is just so dope, right? The vampire is just biting at his lip and with his elastic skin, just stretching it out. This is a Blood Hunt tie-in as well, so let's see how that involves with the storyline of Blood Hunt overall. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same code word that I used in the last video, just SDCC 2024. That's San Diego Comic Con 2024, since it had just passed up. And type that in the comments. I post this on multiple different platforms. Just put it in the comments and it'll have you enter to win. I'll pick someone across one of the platforms at random. And so good luck, and thank you guys all for the support. If I'm going to pick a cover of the week, I'm thinking it's going to be this Fantastic Four cover. I mean, this thing is just super sick, right? But as far as books that I'm going to jump into right away, I think I'm going to start off with Amazing Spider-Man right after this. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace. See you next week.